All right. I just want to welcome everyone to the funeral of my youth. That is my 30th birthday. Today, joining us in today's eulogy, we have a bunch of old corpses. We have we have Tom, I'm nerdier than you are, Chatfield.
I like that name.
We got Ernie, why haven't they killed Cassie yet, Gardner.
Good morning.
And we got Romero, Arizona is better than body armor, Green.
What do you do?
So, in today's episode, we're going to be talking Guardians of the Galaxy, as well as we're doing a random question episode where we're just going to throw out random philosophical questions. And I got two questions for all of you. First one is someone throwing me a surprise party?
No. What are you talking about?
And which one of you is going to crack? Will it be Tom? Will it be Ernie? Or will it be Romero? My money's on Ernie. Cue the music. All right, welcome to Don't Evolve Me, the place like Ash catches Pikachu. We don't evolve, we just level up. And man, these old corpses are acting like it is actually a funeral.
What the hell, man? See, you were just talking this shit off of it.
Yep.
Saying like we have low energy. And then you want to say all this nonsense. Well, how are we supposed to be?
For real.
How are we supposed to be?
I'm trying to motivate
You
you.
want me to be excited about being on a funeral? Like, is that what you want? Yeah! Whoa! This man's gonna die!
My youth is dead.
I just want to say I am a young 30. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, tell
I'm
him.
not going to take this slander.
I am a 30 newborn, I guess. As of today, I'm 30 years old.
So I forget who's actually the oldest out of all of us. I'm 35.
Me.
When was your birthday?
Yeah. We don't talk about that.
You want to talk about that? Are you sure? 87?
Okay, if it took how long to know my middle name, why would I give out rest of that information?
Now I feel like I'm older. I thought we talked about this one time.
I'm 86. Shut the
You're
fuck up,
86?
Ernie.
86. You're a good-looking 86.
Thank you.
Man, you age well.
Yeah,
Thank you.
raised or anything.
Like a fine
You're
wine.
definitely a corpse at this point.
No, yeah, I'm
You're 36?
36.
Okay. All right, so then it's Ro, me, Ernie, our young baby Jake.
Baby Jake. Do you know when he first got hired? That's what we called him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah.
baby. Yeah, because I was the youngest.
You were the
20.
You're
youngest.
29.
Yeah, 29 out of everyone
You're in
who's
your 20s. We're jealous.
36. We had 55 and 35.
Yeah. It was a gap.
Yeah. And then we have young Amber joining us at the age of like
Young
21. She's definitely the baby.
Isn't it kind of ridiculous how many like 21, 22-year-olds that we work with?
Yeah.
Too many.
Makes you feel old.
Yeah.
Oh, what was I talking about the other day? Oh, the Grateful Dead. So
Oh, yeah, that's right.
somebody
yeah.
had a Grateful Dead shirt, one of our kids, and
Uh-huh.
I was talking to this younger girl. I think she's only 21 or so, but I was like, she's like, oh my god, that shirt's so cute. I'm like, do you know what that is?
Yeah.
She's like, no. I'm like, oh, it's like an old psychedelic hippie rock band.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
No, you did. that
Okay.
drives me
No, I
nuts.
have one that's worse. So, one of our colleagues, around the age of 21, one of the kids was eating carrots, and I was like, "What's up, Doc?" And she looked at me like really confused,
No.
and I was like, "Do you not know that reference? No, you don't know Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny?" Shook her head like didn't know. I'm like,
How do you not know
Huh,
that?
what?
That's not even an age thing. That's just like.
I don't know.
Oh.
I was super confused. I was like, "How do you not know Bugs Bunny? Like, how old am I? How young are you?" But yeah, I got a funny story though. So this morning I woke up. Never had knee issues ever before.
Instantly hit, didn't they?
It did. I was born at 220. I woke up 225 with like my knee was just aching. And I didn't know why. I looked at the clock. I'm like, is this like one of those things as soon as you turn 30, your body just shuts down?
That's real.
Like you're in an old car, like you hit 50,000 miles and your brakes are just gone.
50,000.
Like that's how I feel. That's how I felt this morning. I was just sore. Knee was sore, having a bad Crohn's day too. I'm like, man, this sucks. I'm already 30 and I'm already like feeling it.
It's all downhill from here, buddy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to look forward to is death, man.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Oh, oops. Where were you the night of 24?
An interrogation going on.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Is Ernie recording us too here or what?
No, it's kind of flashing.
Ooh. No, officer, I haven't been drinking.
All
right.
Sir, are you drunk or high? Correct.
Yes.
All right, anyone got anything nerdy on? Ernie's got his always Duke sweatshirt on.
Always. I got Jeff socks on. That's about all I got.
Nice. Daffy
That's all
Duck.
I got.
I put one on in specific. C130 or Dimension C137 for all you Rick and Morty fans out there.
Nice. Very good. Very good.
nice.
No, I got nothing.
Nothing? I got a Flash shirt. That's.
You always wear that.
I always wear the Flash shirt. I got a bunch of pops on. So I got a pop for like every one of my favorite like little universes. So I got Spider-Man for Marvel, Alakazam for Pokemon, Lion Cat for comics, Adam Thielen for Vikings, Green Arrow for DC, Grogu for Star Wars, Korra for Avatar, and then Jeff from Community because 6 seasons in the movie. It's filming June.
Nice.
Super excited for it. All right, gentlemen, share your mics. What are you nerding out on?
All right, I guess I'll go first.
Lean in a little bit. We're
Drop those
How's that?
bars.
Yeah.
How's that? Mic check, mic check.
Oh, you're good.
Good go. What I've been nerding out on lately, it's actually kind of different. I've been nerding out on language. So I've been watching this dude on YouTube. His channel's called Jaimao and NYC.
Okay.
And it's this white Jewish dude, but he speaks fluent Mandarin. And so like he'll go up to like street vendors, Chinese food restaurants, and then like he'd be trying to be like all dummy English, like, oh, what's this? Is this bok choy? And then like he'll just kick into like fluent Mandarin and Cantonese and stuff like that, and it's just like videos.
You see their faces?
Yeah, you see that they're just like, what the hell? He does fun stuff like Chinese people call everybody foreigner, even if they live in the United States and they immigrated. They call anybody that's not Chinese foreigner. So he like made a T-shirt that had said foreigner in Chinese script or whatever.
Nice.
And he also got a tattoo of Kung Pao chicken. And it was walking around with his guns out through Chinatown, and all these dudes were like, all these Chinese Kung Pao chicken, man, come on, because half the time people don't know what they're getting written in Chinese for tattoos or whatever. Yeah.
That's clever.
That's cool.
So I know like 2 words in Chinese now.
There you go.
Yeah.
What are they?
Xiji, thank you,
Nice.
and Beijing,
What's up?
Beijing, because inevitably the Chinese like folks will always ask them like it's like the same thing. It's like, Chinese? Are you Chinese? Do you have a Chinese wife? Oh, where did you study Chinese? And then he always says Beijing because he lived in Beijing for a year. So that's what I've been doing. It's just
Nice.
It's a fun little thing to kill time.
All right, Ernie.
Well, I was nerding out on God of War still, but my toddler decided to throw a glass through my TV.
No.
I don't know if I told you that. So that's kind of put a dent in that. Ironically to him, I've been nerding out on language as well. I've been trying to do ASL. He put the little ASL thing on our board. So I've been
Nice.
picking up an ASL, learning that. I got no TV, so pick up something.
This is a two broke dads moment.
Coming soon.
Coming soon to a podcast
To a
service
network near
you.
you.
We're already plugging.
Yeah, I had a 72-inch TV.
Oh, no.
And she got mad that she didn't get any milk. And I was like, no, we don't have any milk. I get you milk, but we don't have any milk. I'm not going to the store. She took the glass right off our little drawer, threw it right at our TV, cracked it right dead and stood in the middle. I'm like, that's okay. You're going to be a softball player. You showed me your talent. It's all good.
Okay, how angry were you?
It wasn't about anger. It was just more just shock. And just like, and I was impressed in some way because like she threw it hard, man. Like it was more
Fair.
like you got ball player in you. I like that. We'll hash out the anger stuff, but you got ball play. I like that.
Nice.
It's funny to hear you tell that story, just the way that she did that, because I'm like, oh, I've been there.
Yeah.
Pure
But
anger.
yep, I'm been nerding out on ASL, and when I get a cover TV, we'll be back on God of War. So that's all I'm up to.
Oh no, all the pops are falling
Oh
down.
man.
I actually have a fun God of War daughter story. So my daughter has learned how to turn on and open up the PS4.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And so I had God of War in there,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played it yet, like the newest one, because I finished the first one.
Okay.
Because I got ready for the video game nostalgia series for God of War.
Mm-hmm.
We just did Greek, so you're good for the
Oh,
first one.
I appreciate that.
So, she learned how to open it and then take out the disc. And I just walked in the living room and she's holding the disc. And I was like, no. No. But yeah, now she'll occasionally just like turn on the PlayStation, and then Scott will come running like, he turned off the TV. She turned off the TV. I'm like, oh. So we gotta get like a gate in front, so otherwise she'll turn it on.
She's getting to that age, man. You're gonna have to baby-proof everything.
Oh, she's already like learned how to crawl like from the living room into the kitchen, and then she'll like hit my feet and then just scream at me if she wants to be picked up. It's really cute, but also like annoying when you're in the living room and she's crawling into the kitchen. It's like, no, come back. I don't.
I'll chase you.
All right, bro. What are you nerding on?
Honestly, finances.
Okay.
I know it sounds boring, but I'm trying to get my money right, man. So,
Like stocks or?
crypto. I met with a financial advisor recently. Never done that before, and yeah, I'm trying to put all my monies together, and I'm trying to get rich, man. I'm trying to get fucking rich. I'm trying to get paid.
Okay.
I don't want FU money. I just want my baby good money. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
that's fair.
like that's all I want. I just want my baby good money. So
Oh, there goes all the pops.
You're gonna have to.
this is not a good setup.
No, this is not okay. All right, what am I nerding out on? I still have all the time in the world to nerd on until next week. A lot of prestige TV. So Barry.
Nice.
Rewatched all of it because season 4 came out last week. So a lot of Barry. If you guys haven't watched it yet, great show. It's fast paced. It's funny, but it's also like very honest and dark. I don't know how else to explain it. It's about a hitman who wants more in life, and so he has a hit for an actor, and he finds love in this acting class. So he tries to balance the life of a hitman and being an actor at the same time.
You guys haven't seen that?
It's with Bill Hader. It's great.
Sounds like a spin-off of Dexter.
It is very similar to Dexter. Dexter is what is it? A psychopath, whereas Barry is a sociopath.
Yeah.
Whereas like a psychopath is like they're very smart, they're really diligent, they're really like they know how to get away with things. Barry's a fucking idiot. And so like there's a clear path for him to get out of all this stuff that he gets in trouble for, but like he just makes the stupidest decisions.
But he gets lucky. Like he just gets in certain situations and somehow he makes it.
Yeah. So that started Succession, which apparently is like the greatest TV show that's on right now. I watched the first 2 episodes, and then trying to get Sapphire to watch Breaking Bad again. She used to hate it. She was forced to watch it, so she's like, "It's a horrible show." I'm like, "No, what?" But yeah, then Star Wars Mandalorian, finished that up. Season 3 is now over, so I've been binging that a lot. Been watching it like 2 or 3 times each episode. If I watch it 3 times, I get way too critical. And I get, it's one of those shows where if you dive too deep into it, if you think about it too much, it's like, well, how does space travel work? Or like the last one was like, how does jetpacks work? Because like in one episode, everyone ran out of jet fuel chasing a bird, but in the last episode, they all jetpack into space. I'm like, wait a second. What? I know that doesn't make sense. So yeah, and then I just watched Homecoming last night. So Fresh Takes, still pretty good. It's one of my favorite films.
That Fresh Take?
Huh?
Is that even a Fresh Take?
No, it's not. Fresh Take. It's about the same as I watched it last time. That is my review. It's still about a 4.
Okay.
All right. Man, we are 15 minutes in for a news quickie. We don't have a whole lot of news. It's time for a news quickie. It is not playing. Oh, yeah. It's on there. That's okay.
We are recording, right?
We are recording. I just realized we were recording through all of it.
We just gotta. It's time for a news quickie.
That works.
That's good.
Oh yeah.
There's a sound.
There it is.
You need to pay him extra money.
All right, news quickie.
I want a 50% raise of my free.
I can do that.
Sweet. Well, then make it 100% raise then, Jake.
I can do that as well.
We can only do a pizza. We can only do a pizza party, sir.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
It's gonna be Little Caesars too. We don't have a whole lot of cash.
I mean, at least it's a $6.99 pizza instead of a $5 pizza now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh man, the inflation's killing us.
I know.
All right, Chris Evans is adamant he's not coming back to the MCU.
Oh man,
I know it's not even good news.
that's
But-
terrible news.
More terrible news. Jonathan Majors dropped by all of his agents.
Yeah,
There's a chance he might not be in the MCU anymore.
It's not looking good.
yeah.
Majors is that the guy that's supposed to play Kang?
He
Right.
was playing Kang twice already. But yeah, he got accused of harassment and assaults. Apparently, his girlfriend or the person he was with, there was like texts that she revealed that stated that like it was a mistake. Basically, like she called the cops on him, and he was arrested just because that's the rules for New York. But then there was evidence. They released the evidence saying that like she didn't want him to be arrested, and it was just like she was going through something, and he's the one who called the cops. I don't know. I'm hoping he's innocent and everything's good just for the sake of the MCU. Because
I don't know. He already brought bad press to.
yeah, it's not looking great.
I feel like he just got the canceled stamp.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know how they're gonna do that though.
You just you just pick another actor.
He replaced Rhodey.
That's fair. I don't
Ernie.
know. All right.
Two things here. Well, three. One, not that tall. Two, he's gonna be replaced. And I saw that coming. Like, he was just getting too much hype. Like, he was starting to show up in a lot of movies and news and a lot of interviews. And I was like, how long before he gets ripped apart? And here we are, lo and behold. So, two, I think he's gonna get replaced. Rumor is, have you guys seen Snowfall? You know
I
that?
know, yeah.
Do you know the main character? The guy that plays him? Rumor is he might be replacing Jonathan Majors for Kang.
I don't know how.
Damson Idris. It's this
James
guy.
Edges, yeah. I don't know how I feel about that, personally. I don't know if he's a fit for that.
I could kind of see it.
I don't know if he has that kind of range, personally. But
He's only known for Snowfall, really.
Snowfall and yeah,
Didn't you just say The Wire?
No.
he's in another show. It's a big show right now. I can't think of the name of it, but it's on Amazon Prime. It's big right now. I can't think of it. I'll have to look it up. But, I just don't know if he has that kind of range. I don't know if I'll believe it. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know if I'll believe it.
Sure.
But
That's gonna be the trouble replacing Jonathan Majors because he has so much range, and they're basically making him like the big star of this next phase, which is why it's such a sad thing to see because it's like what's going to happen to the MCU. I mean, if he is guilty, then I completely agree with replacing him. We don't want that baggage. We don't want an Ezra Miller situation. But yeah, I don't. Huh? The other person I see that everyone wants is John Boyega.
That one I can't see.
I don't know if he has the acting skills to do all of them. Like, I think he can play a version of Kang. I just don't think he can play all the versions of Kangs like Jonathan Majors.
potentially, I don't know.
I didn't write this down, but there's other news. Adam Driver is rumored to be Reed Richards.
Really?
Yeah, that's the rumor.
That's interesting.
I'd be down for it. Actually, I think Adam Driver would be a good Doctor Doom.
That I could see.
I think he could pull it off. But I think he could do Reed Richards too. All right, I got one more news. This is actually good news. This is going over the DC. Superman Legacy has been written and production has started.
What's that? What that is?
James Gunn, new project for the DC Superman.
Oh,
So new Superman film.
We'll see.
okay.
So speaking of James Gunn, it's a good segue to Guardians of the Galaxy. We're gonna do a preview because by the time this comes out, it's gonna be the week of Guardians of the Galaxy. Who's hyped?
I might actually go to the theater for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's do a quick recap real quick, and then we'll get into some questions. So, as we know, the Guardians of the Galaxy, we got the first movie. They all come together. They beat Ronan. They save the galaxy. It's a quick recap of that. In the second movie, they continue their team building, and they meet Star-Lord's father. They gain Nebula, gain Manta, lose Yondu, and they beat his father, Ego, who's trying to take over the galaxy. In Infinity War, they meet Thor. They try to stop Thanos. Gamora dies. The team pretty much... Thanos wins. The team is obliterated. And then Rocket and Nebula are alone for 5 years. I think that's a pretty important thing to note. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of growth there for Nebula. Probably a lot of growth there for Rocket. 5 years without a team. Yeah. And then, last we've seen them is Thor, Love, and Thunder. They were all very annoyed by Thor. And that's pretty much what happened.
Thor and the Screaming Goats.
And the Screaming Goats. Arguably maybe the best part of the movie? Or the worst part?
Easily the best part of the... Yeah.
Definitely.
Alright, so I got a few questions for this preview. Who's going to want to tackle some of these questions?
This one, y'all want to speak at once?
I do.
Oh, you got the filthy casual first.
Yep.
Alright, my first question. Does Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 bring MCU back to its grace?
I mean, kind of hard to tell right now. We don't know we don't know how the movie is.
Right, but do we predict this movie's going to bring back the MCU to the quality of films we're used to?
I mean,
at least for this film.
I hope so, but I'm not exactly 100% confident in Marvel right now, just based off of, the last couple movies that have come out. Like I said, I really hope so. I mean, I think Guardians is a really easy, it's a fresh take, Yeah. It's different from a lot of the other superheroes movies out there in the MCU. So, I mean, my hopes are, it'll do it something. But if we're going off the recent track record,
that's fair. I think my confidence level is in James Gunn and the rest of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. All of them are a 4s. I think Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I put a 4-. First one is a 4. They're all very solid.
Did James Gunn direct all of them?
Yeah.
So far? Okay. So, if it's the same director, then, I would have a lot more faith in it. So, like I said, filthy casual. I don't know everything about the MCU.
I'm confident in this movie. I'm not confident in Marvel currently,
right,
just because of, Ant-Man. They dropped the ball and everything that's happening. They're restructuring all their TV shows, all their movies. They're basically, they're pivoting. Essentially. Ernie, your thoughts?
Kind of like you kind of said, I don't have faith in Marvel, but I have faith in James Gunn. I don't think you can really miss the mark on this one. No, I mean, for them, I don't think they can afford to miss the mark on this one. Like you said, Ant-Man, they dropped the ball on. I haven't seen it yet, and I know they dropped the ball on it. They gotta have this one. I think Marvel's like you said, they're pivoting right now. They're in a bad. I don't want to say they're in a bad spot, but they're in a spot where DC can really take them over in the next 3 to 4 years if they don't really start getting their stuff together.
Which is really interesting because sorry, I've been really close to Ro. We're sharing mics here.
Got really intimate.
We can get intimate.
That was
We can
such.
get close. Get in here.
Which is really interesting because James Gunn is the one who can take away the spotlight, but he's also the one who's bringing him the grace right now.
Exactly, which is an interesting situation. But I think it'll be good. I think it'll bring the Guardians to a full circle, and I think it can bring them back to grace. To answer the question, basically.
Bro.
I don't know. I think it'll be good. I agree with all you guys about James Gunn doing it, but I don't know. That's a lot of pressure for this sort of movie.
Yeah. I think here's my thoughts on overall. I don't think this is going to bring it to grace. I think the Marvel's movie is the movie that might be able to bring it to grace. I think everyone expects this movie to be good just because it is a James Gunn movie, but I don't think this movie really ties into the overall MCU, and that's kind of the downside of this movie. It's finishing the Guardians story.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
So it's this movie can kill it. This could be a 5. Maybe we bring Marvel back up a little bit, but really, the overall state of the MCU I think falls upon the Marvels and the next year's movies.
And I agree with that. And I think, like I said a million times, I think the Marvels will really shake it up. I think
agree with that.
I think the Marvels will really be actually a hit.
I will say that trailer looks actually really good.
Yeah, I think that one has a chance. I really do. I think that will really bring them to grace.
Kamala Khan, I think, is going to save the MCU.
I do think the Marvels, that'll probably be the one, not Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. However, we are being introduced to a very big character, Adam Warlock.
Oh,
So that needs to be.
You're jumping ahead of my questions here.
I'm sorry.
All right. So this movie is supposed to be a rocket story. So the villain is High Evolutionary. He's the one who essentially created Rocket. This movie is supposed to be more character-based rather than plot-based. It's all about the characters. So how do you guys feel about this being a Rocket story? Are you excited for it? Are you... Like, how do you feel about this being, like, Rocket's main story?
I mean, I think Rocket is probably one of the most people's favorite character, or one of the favorite characters when it comes to Guardians. I mean, I like him. You know, I like the witty sidekick. So yeah, it might be interesting just to see a little bit of spotlight on his backstory and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like one of the coolest. James Gunn talked about this in the first movie, how there was that scene in the prison where they're getting dressed, and there's like the little look where Star-Lord was just kind of staring at Rocket, and you can see all his little cyberkinetic stuff in the back, and like that moment just told so much about Rocket's story, in just a little glimpse. So it's really cool to get a movie where we get like a little more detail to like who is Rocket, why he's like why is Rocket who he is. In the last movie, Volume 2, they talk about how. Or Rocket was very much like an asshole pushing people away.
Yeah.
And it's cool to just see like that story go full circle. Alright. Who else do you think is the focus of this film? It's not just going to be Rocket.
I think Gamora.
Yeah?
I hope they do something with Gamora, personally. But if they do, they do. They don't, they don't. But
Yeah, this movie kind of seems like it's Peter, he's grieving the loss of Gamora while dealing with the fact that Gamora still exists, but it's not his Gamora.
Sure.
But I think that's where we're gonna get a good story about Gamora, because we get a raw Gamora essentially. You know what I mean?
Alright, I want to throw a random question. How would you feel if you guys' like significant other died, but then like their clone version showed up and they want nothing to do with you?
Well, I'd be devastated.
How crushed you? Yeah.
I would be devastated, 100%.
I think it'd be fun.
What is wrong with you?
I want to see if I have enough swag to get other
I was
version
just
of my
thinking that.
other version of my wife. See if I can pull another version of my wife in from down the universe. Yeah, it'd be a test.
Yes, exactly. He gets it. It'd be fun. It'd be a straight up challenge. It'd be fun.
No, but you got to think about it like, well, that could be fun.
Your girlfriend's dead, but you also have to like look at your girlfriend and
Yeah. Like, think about the emotional turmoil that you're going through.
Oh, I'm emotionally dead. That's okay. I ain't worried about that. Like, I just think it'll be absolutely fun. Like, I think it'll be. I like challenges, you know. Like, okay, how can I earn her back, kind of thing, you know.
question: are you emotionally dead because you're 30 or because your daughter threw a
Both.
milk at your TV?
Both.
Or you don't give a fuck about nothing, man. I don't care about none of it.
No wonder why he wants all the kids dead.
Oh, God. All right.
Kill Cassie.
This explains why Anakin murdering children is his favorite scene in Star Wars.
You killed all the younglings, Anakin.
He hates the Mandalorian because Grogu's still alive.
You know what?
I did smile on WandaVision when the kids died.
There's a shirt that you need. I'm going to find that.
We gotta make the shirt.
Might have to make it. But.
Alright, well, my next question was Star Wars, so we're already ahead of that. You guys watched the holiday special?
Didn't see it.
Wait, no one watched the holiday special? Alright. Well, this question kind of spoils the holiday special. You guys care?
No.
Alright, well, Manta and Star-Lord are siblings.
Say it again.
Manta
And Star-Lord?
are siblings, because Manta's ego is... So that's like the big reveal. Also, Rocket got Bucky's arm somehow. That was his Christmas present.
Yeah.
You guys missed out. It's great. And Kevin Bacon's in it.
Well, I mean, like half sister, right? Because I mean, Ego kind of like went around the galaxy, just banging
Fooling around.
everything.
Yeah, I would say half sister, not full sister. I don't know how that would work with the antennas and all. All right, what are we expecting from young adult Groot here? Has anyone seen him?
I haven't seen.
You haven't seen the trailers?
I've seen the trailer, but I'm like,
I don't know. He just looks weird. I'm like, I don't know what to expect from Groot here.
I mean, isn't that kind of the point, though? Like, you know, Groot through puberty, everyone's really awkward and, like, weird during puberty, right?
Yeah. I just love teenage Groot how he's just, like, playing his video games, like the old 80s video games. He wants nothing to do with anyone except for playing his little old school 80s video games.
Mm-hmm. So this is going to be like an 18-year-old Groot kind of thing?
I feel like
20s? I don't know.
20s, yeah.
Okay.
He's all bulky and stuff.
Yeah, I did see that, yeah.
He's almost growing up so much more.
Groot's been hitting the gym.
Alright. Last couple questions. Who dies?
Rocket.
Are there any kids in it? Because I know who Ernie will say.
Let's talk about you.
I have no idea. I can't
Cassie
guess.
dies in this movie. Ernie's really happy.
Oh, I'd be so excited.
Wait, Cassie, why are you in Guardians?
To die and please Ernie. I don't know.
Oh, my goodness. I honestly don't know.
I have a list.
Have a list?
I have a list of like highest chances, and you guys tell me if I need to like replace. All right, so number one is Rocket.
For sure.
I don't know if it's for sure. I feel like Rocket could survive, but
How?
he's number one though because it is his story.
How would you think he would die?
How?
Mm-hmm.
He sacrificing himself for the team.
Oh,
Yeah.
like a Tony Stark kind of full circle kind of thing?
Tony Stark, Yondu, Groot.
Groot,
It kind of seems like the theme in these movies.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, Gamora sacrificing herself in Infinity War 2, or trying to, with the little bubble gun.
Mm. You know who I think is going to die? Nebula.
Nebula?
Oh, I didn't think about
That'd
that.
be kind of like a soft kill. I wouldn't like
Yeah.
destroy the...
I have Drax number 2.
Drax, I could see him
Oh.
dying. Yeah.
Drax might be number 1. I might actually put him number 1 for the fact that, like, Dave Bautista is like, I'm done. I am
True.
not putting that makeup on anymore.
Mm.
Well, he's definitely gonna die.
Yeah, I forgot about
So there
that.
might be 2.
Yeah. Nebula's 3 for me.
Mm.
I don't really have, like, a reason for it. It just seems like you said, a soft kill, an easy... Tom, you have something to say?
I was just gonna say, yeah, Nebula would be the easy one. No one really likes Nebula.
I don't know. I feel like she's gonna... I actually feel like she's gonna have a big arc in this movie.
I think so too.
And they were teasing a Star-Lord Nebula, like, romance, too.
Really? No. I thought that was a joke.
I don't know. It might be a joke. It might be real.
Well, I mean, hey, you know, same aspect. You know, your girlfriend from another universe just nailed her sister.
Hey,
Right?
he's just trying to get the other Gamora jealous.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I have Star-Lord 4.
Nah.
They can't kill the main
Yeah,
character.
I mean,
Is he coming back?
I don't know.
He can have a role. I mean, I think he can be one of the ones that like just kind of fades off and like man becomes.
He was teasing that he was possibly could be dead. He was teasing that people were dying. Chris Evans was not Chris Evans. I'm a Chris Pratt.
you got it. There you go.
I got the Chris down. He was teasing that like he might not be back. Well, he's 5. I have Manda 6. I feel like Manda would be the saddest kill. Gamora I have 7, and then I have Cosmo the Space Dog was last.
Oh wow.
Man, if they killed the dog, that'd be the saddest death.
That wouldn't happen. People would be outraged.
Yeah, you don't
Nah, I'm going with Howard the Duck.
get-
No,
no.
We're going Howard.
Dark
Number 1. Howard's gonna sacrifice himself for the universe.
Oh man, I don't know. Okay.
I mean, he's in the universe, right? Because he was part of the
He is,
he was
yeah.
he was part of the collector's
He's
stuff,
voiced by
right?
Seth Green. Yeah.
He is part of the MCU?
Howard the Duck spinoff? Anyone?
I don't think there's enough to make that work.
Maybe an animated show?
Yeah, maybe a little animated short.
All right. Last question. Do you think they're going to reference Thor at all? I know he's not going to be in it.
Probably.
I mean, if Star Lord's in it, there's got to be some Thor references in there because I mean he's so Jelly Belly.
All right. Shall we move on to random questions?
Let's do it.
All right. I have no idea how we're going to do this. I wrote down like 8 questions.
What do I got in notes here?
I got a couple in my head.
Hey, from Breaking Bad, y'all think that recipe is real or nah?
No.
No.
One of mine is related to Breaking Bad.
You can still ask, man.
All right, are we starting?
We're starting. All right. We'll just go around the room with random questions. I guess Rose started. Is that? I don't think it's real.
But have you tried it?
No.
Trying to incriminate him?
No.
Wait, are we talking about a?
I'm trying to make money, man. All right, did you not hear me?
I'm not trying to incriminate him. I'm just trying to make money.
Were you asking about the crystal recipe for Breaking Bad?
Shut the fuck up, Tom.
Oh shit! I mean, crystal. Something.
Gems.
Yeah, gems, chandeliers,
Yeah.
chandeliers.
Get that crisp.
Trying to get that money off.
First question. The first question of the day. Is that recipe real from Breaking Bad? I don't think so.
That doesn't look good on your part. Later, you're talking about being a financial planner, trying to get rich, trying to get that money. First question off the bat.
No one's gonna believe me. I've been on this show enough times. Like, he's just joking. Yeah.
You think it comes out blue or clear? I mean, what do you think?
Man, if you start like rolling up with like money and like sweat, like in gear, I'm gonna have questions. Like, what are you selling? Can I get a taste?
Hey, Ro, next Halloween, Walter White outfit,
Yes.
the jumpsuit, respirator.
Wait, are you gonna shave your head though?
I'll be combo.
Okay.
I mean, that would be commitment, but
I don't know, man. I've had a fro for a really long time. It'd be hard to give this up, especially with fucking winter.
Yep, during Halloween.
Yeah.
I guess that's a question of mine. All right, who's next? Who can top?
all right.
Let's go, Tom.
All right, yeah. I like this one. This one's going to be fun. So, seeing as we're all heterosexual males here, give me your top 3 dudes that you would switch teams for.
Ooh.
I got mine, if you guys want to hear.
Spicy.
Shoot the kill.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, shoot the kill.
All right, so I actually have 4, ironically enough. For all extremely different reasons. Well, first one, Ryan Reynolds. He's a given, dude. He's hilarious. He would make me laugh every single day of our relationship, and I mean he's a beautiful man too. He's a good looking dude, and he plays Deadpool, so he's probably got a lot of like. He's got the Deadpool suit, so I could like during Halloween go
Take it.
Take it. Gerard Butler, dude, that Scottish accent man, and plus he's a man's man. Number 3 for an entirely different reason. Jared Leto.
Really?
Just that androgyny factor.
Okay.
That I could almost imagine, he's androgynous enough to, pass for a lady too.
Question for you for Jared Leto. If he dresses up as Joker and acts as Joker, is that a turn on or turn off for you?
I mean, I like costumes. And then everyone loves role play, right?
A little cosplay action.
Last
I
one.
actually have a Batman cosplay story that went wrong.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Last one, Idris Elba. You can't get past that man's voice.
Smooth.
Like just that deep, like manly, raspy voice. You're just like, I'd be like, Idris, just hold me by the fire and talk to me all night long with that.
Can it be dead or alive? Is anything?
Yeah, dead or alive.
Dead or alive?
My question for Idris.
Got harder now.
My question for Idris Elba though is, did you really enjoy Sonic 2? Is Knuckles your favorite character? Man,
I mean, I actually haven't seen either of the Sonic movies, but I know he voiced Knuckles, right?
he voiced Knuckles.
Yeah, I don't know. It just
His Knuckles was very I don't know how to put it.
Dumb?
No, it was very I don't want to say sexy, but like it's very like alluring,
It's because Idris Elba.
I know.
He
plays like the deep voice Knuckles. You're like,
He's just smooth.
I'm not into furries, but like Knuckles.
Hey, whatever. All right. Looks like Mr. Ernie has something to say.
Rose blues.
Let's keep going.
All right. This is not a question I expected to answer at 10 in the morning, but here we are.
Random questions.
You're right. You're right.
That's where we're
Very
at.
well done. Honestly, my number 1 would be Prince. I would let Prince do whatever he wanted to me. I don't care.
He can bathe you in the holy waters of Lake Minnetonka.
Yes, please do. You can baptize me in that shit. Anything you want to do to me, Prince, you got it.
We need fingerprints. Fingerprints?
Fingerprints. No puns intended.
Animaniacs?
Number 2, I'd probably go Idris Elba too. That man's just sexy.
That voice.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he's just beautiful. He's a gorgeous man. I can't help it. Number 3, I'd probably do a combination of the Hemsworth brothers. They can all just they can all just do whatever they want. They're so beautiful, man.
Like
dude.
an amalgamation of them, or all three?
No, he just wants to run the train on Chris.
It's straight up my casting couch. You know what I mean? It's like let it rip.
We crossed this line. We can't go back.
That's
now.
what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, I knew this was going to be a good question.
All right. Since I have the mic, I don't know if I have 3. I'll still Ryan Reynolds because that's just in general. Like, give me in a room with Ryan Reynolds, I'm not gonna want to leave the room. Donald Glover is definitely my number 1, just as a creative mind, just someone like I'm just attracted to, just in general. I don't know if we wrote 3. Idris Elba's a good one. I don't know. I can't think of a third. Ro?
2 were already named. Idris Elba for sure. He's just too smooth. Prince can make me pancakes any day. 100%. But honestly, the number 1 person that I'm like, oh, we're getting married right now, Chris Evans. He just seems like a solid dude, man. Just holding it down. You can do whatever you want to me.
Yeah, I think, Prince also has that androgyny factor, I think, that Jared Leto has, too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anyone have a follow-up question?
Yeah. Beat that, boys.
I don't know if I do.
I don't have a follow-up question, but I was just going to say, Captain America, you can slut me out 100%.
Okay,
You chose this group.
I did. I don't.
Good question, Tom.
I don't know how to follow this up.
I have an interesting question. I guess it's technically random, but it's more interesting.
All right, grab the mic then.
All right. He said something about Breaking Bad. I've always wanted to ask this question. Have you seen Breaking Bad? Have you seen Better Call Saul?
I've seen 1 through 5.5. Haven't seen the rest of it though.
What about you?
I think I watched the first season of Breaking Bad.
Okay.
First
No
and a
Better
half-ish.
Call Saul?
No.
Okay. What about you?
I watched all of it twice already.
Okay. Beautiful. All right. Is Better Call Saul good because of Breaking Bad, or is it good on its own?
Oh, it's good on its own. It's arguably a better TV show than Breaking Bad.
I agree with that, but is that because of Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad enhances Better Call Saul. It's one of those shows where, like, Better Call Saul, like, it's better if you watch Breaking Bad because it enhances the overall universe.
So could you understand it if you didn't watch Breaking Bad?
Yes.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Would it be as good?
No.
No.
There are 2 shows that work better in the combination. I think Better Call Saul makes Breaking Bad better.
I think Breaking Bad makes Better Call Saul better. Even though I like Better Call Saul better.
I think both are true. I think both statements are true because I think Better Call Saul just enriches the Breaking Bad experience. It enriches the characters, and vice versa. You know, Breaking Bad, like Better Call Saul, just adds a little bit more detail to Breaking Bad in general. Okay. But like if you don't watch Breaking Bad and you watch Better Call Saul, like you still enjoy the show, but you don't get like little tidbits that you would. Like you don't get the full main story.
You don't get the lore, which is half the show in itself.
Yeah.
So.
But you could still watch it.
You could still watch it, but I mean, like if I just watched Better Call Saul on my own, I never even knew anything about Breaking Bad, I would think that would be a terrible show. Not terrible, but just like a okay show, personally.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, it's still
Because
good.
I think to me the strength of the show is the lore of Breaking Bad.
I don't know. It's a strength. I don't know if it's the strength. It's a strength, but it's not the strength. The strength of Better Call Saul is the fact that like there's so many like good character moments. Like it's not you're not learning about Saul. You're learning about Jimmy becoming Saul, and all the characters that kind of bring him to that point. And so I think that show it works on its own because that's the narrative. But it's better
Exactly, but that makes it just okay.
It's better because it's better when you watch Breaking Bad simply because like you get to see Saul, prime Saul. You get to see him do the worst of the worst.
What's your rating?
Better Call Saul's a 5 for me.
It's a 5?
It's perfection.
They're both all 5s.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I would put it like this. If you say Better Call Saul is at a 5, if it weren't for Breaking Bad, it would probably be at a 4.
Yes.
All right.
Or maybe like a 3, to be honest.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's a 5 on its own, all of it.
Okay.
Better Call Saul is just too well written. I think Breaking Bad's a better show plot-wise, just because it's easier to follow. Mm-hmm. Whereas Better Call Saul, it's more prestigious, I would say, more character-driven.
It's well written, but I feel like that lore comes from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Wait, Tom, you said you saw season 1 of Breaking Bad.
Yeah. I watched season 1.
What would you rate it?
You know, I watched it way, way, way after everybody, like the hype train. It was definitely entertaining. But yeah, I mean, I'd give it like a 4.
Okay. Would you come back to it?
Yeah, eventually. I mean, yeah, like it said, the problem is there's just so much stuff to watch out there.
Season 1's a 4, in my opinion. It just gets better and better after that, though. That's like the strength of like Breaking Bad. It just gets.
I mean, it kept me wanting to watch it. Like, you know, oh man, they have this drug dealer, you know, change up in the basement. Oh snap! What's? Oh, he got out. What are we gonna do about this?
Yeah.
Oh man, he just boiled a body in a tub. Whoa. Yeah. So I mean, it kept me wanting to keep watching it. So.
And then Better Call Saul is one of those shows. It's such a slow burn, but like once you get to like season 5, season 6, even season 4 too, like once you start getting like those payoff moments, it's.
See, I can't commit 4 seasons to have it start being good or
Well,
really
yeah.
good.
Well, it's good the whole way through, but it's just
Yeah.
it's a slow burn.
It's a slow burn. It's like watching Game of Thrones without like the big like finales at the end of each season.
Sure.
You know what I hate? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
The first episode of every season where you see like Jimmy's story, the black and white, it drives me fucking nuts. Like you only get a 10-minute clip and then it's like, all right, here's the rest of the season. It's like, but what happens? What's going on in the present?
That's why you got to continue to watch the show, man. The answer to that question.
It has a beautiful ending.
It does.
It is beautiful. It's yeah. The answer to that question, I think the finale is better than Breaking Bad, and I think Breaking Bad almost has a perfect finale, but I think just Better Call Saul has that finale. I don't know. It's just Better Call Saul's better
It's
written.
conclusive. It's very
Yeah.
conclusive. It ends it.
It's fitting.
Yeah. It's how it should be.
All right.
What's
All
the
right.
next question?
Next question.
Okay. I'm glad that I don't have to follow up the the heterosexual males talking about which guys they want to bang question. Thank you, Ernie, for taking that on. All right.
I like that.
I really like this question. How long would you guys survive in a zombie apocalypse, and what is your plan?
Go ahead. You got this.
No, he's ready. He's ready.
I wouldn't want to say I would, survive indefinitely, but I'm definitely surviving years in a zombie apocalypse. So just as far as stuff right now, I got a whole gun safe full of guns, lots of ammunition. Between my wife and I, we're, have some decent practical skills. Both of us are good hunters. What I would do is I would get the hell out of a city as quickly as possible, get away from population centers, go someplace rural where there's less people, less infected, and try to survive kind of out in nature. Get away from the people too, because not only the zombies that you got to worry about, we also got to worry about 50,000 people here trying to loot, Walmarts for food because they have no idea.
150,000.
Yeah. So that would be my plan, very broadly.
All right. Who wants next?
Go around.
Okay. I'd probably do the same thing. I'd get out of a city or away from people as much as possible. I would honestly try my best to get out of a lake and just get away
All right.
a water source.
Oh, you're doing the water. You're doing the water technique.
Mm-hmm. And like you said too, I'm a pretty solid hunter. I haven't hunted in a while, but it's a trap shoot. But I'd get weapon up. I know my mom got some good stuff. Shout out to mom. Go get that stuff. Hopefully she's still alive. But I just hunker up, get some money. I can hunt, fish. I think I would last. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how long it would last, but yeah.
Row?
I give it a week. 100%. I give it a week. As soon as I hear like zombies exist and you see one, my wife is like, "What do we do?" I'm like, "Good luck, girl."
What do we do?
Yeah, I give it a week.
It's a good honest answer.
Yeah, fair enough.
Man, you took the honest route. I was also going to be honest. I have kids. I'm dying right away. My toddler's going to be like, "Ooh, what's that?" No, and then I get bit, dead.
That's it.
Okay.
I mean, like, I love my kids, but I'm only surviving if they die right away. Like, that's like the sad reality. I'll be like a Joel Miller Last of Us situation. Like, that's my only hope, or I'm dead right away. Okay, but let's say like I do survive and kids survive. I live in the outskirts of town, so I only got like a mile, and then I'm out out of the city. Probably go to my parents' place because they got guns. I got nothing here, but about a 15-mile trek out there to my parents' place, and maybe try to get up to the wilderness up north. The lake idea is not bad if you can find an island where you can farm.
So I know Roe's probably going to plead the fifth because he can't even tell it's his birthday. But am I the only one that actually has firearms in the house?
I don't have any. I own firearms. I just don't have them here.
Okay.
To the black people.
I do not have any in the house, no, but I know some that are very, 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 very close to me.
Good.
Same.
I plead the fifth.
See, I'm like scared to have guns because Scott really likes Nerf guns, and I'm like, I just don't want to take that chance with having a gun here. And
That's why mine are good. I got a tower. Even though I can lock them up, or that's the one.
We got a big ass gun safe. Like, yeah.
I gotta get one.
It's massive. The thing weighs it takes like 3 of my boys, like the older boys, to move that damn thing. So yeah, and it's like me and my wife that know the code.
I do have a question. Kind of hearing that. Why so many firearms?
Various different types of hunting and
That's
different
right,
activities.
'cause you hunt.
So I mean, shotguns for small game, for ducks, for geese, grouse, pheasant. I've got rifles for deer hunting. Mainly deer hunting, but I want to start doing bear hunting. I wouldn't mind getting out to Montana for like bigger game, elk,
Oh, nice.
moose, that sort of stuff. If I can ever get the money and the licenses for it. Handguns for home protection, and handguns are just I enjoy shooting at the range. So yeah, I think we have 5 handguns, at least 2 or 3 shotguns, couple. 2 hunting rifles. My grandfather was also just a very big firearm enthusiast, so he collected a lot of historical firearms. So some of the ones that I have are just ones that he gave me. So I mean, I haven't shot most of them in quite a long time. Like he has like an old from the 50s police issue shotgun, Ithaca shotgun, which is just super cool. It's all made out of wood and steel and just
Okay. If Tom takes me on as a protege, I might survive.
Just go to Tom's house.
I might survive. 3 weeks.
All right.
3 weeks.
Realistic. If I didn't have kids, I feel like I would have a good chance of surviving. But yeah, as soon as I have kids, I was like, yep, zombie apocalypse? Nah, I'm not surviving that probably.
Okay.
But also with Crohn's, that would suck.
You're definitely going to die.
I'm going to want to die.
Sorry, man.
Who's next?
Yeah, what do we got?
All right, I had last asked it.
Did Ro? Did you ask any questions yet?
I asked him, I almost said it. I asked the Breaking Bad question.
Oh, the recipe.
We got 2 Breaking Bad questions. Tom had the. All right, I think anyone's up
I think
next.
it's on time.
I can go.
Yeah,
I can
what
go.
do
I
you
got some. Let's go serious this time.
Ooh.
We'll not do that one because that one's survival related. I remember this one from there was a game called Would You Rather, and I remember playing it one time, and this one stuck with me for whatever reason. And the question basically went something like this: would you rather have 2 children, both of average IQ, or would you rather have 2 children, one being high above average IQ and one of them being below average IQ.
Like we're talking like genius.
We're talking genius and like disability, like developmental disability kind of level. I mean, you can take it however you want, but that's the gist of the question. So 2 perfectly average and 1 genius. One.
I got you.
Okay.
The first one, 2 perfectly average, because if I were to have the latter, that would just be an extreme life. Like you have one kid who's just excelling in whatever, and then you have one kid who just needs to be tended to. That's not to say. All right. Sorry. It's not to say anything bad about either of the children. It's just like one kid needs something that's very different from the other.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just going to be stretched thin.
Good answer.
Yeah, I'd go with the former, the 2 average IQs. I think just for my like, stress level, it'd be a lot easier to deal with like 2 average IQ children rather than dealing with because you have to meet the needs of both those kids. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You have to entertain one and like nurture that growth and that genius intellect, as well as help the kid with the disability as well. So yeah, it's a tough one because like if you have that choice, if you feel like you're taking away from one child, but you're also like taking away from another child. So I'd go with average IQ.
I'm the same. I go with 2 average IQ kids. I think you wouldn't be able to attend to each one's needs. Kind of what you guys are saying at the same time. Like one's here, one's there. You're not going to be able to. One's going to get more attention than the other, basically, at some point. Mm-hmm. So, and the 2 average IQ kids, they'll be special in something else. Maybe it's not intellectually, but like sports or music, or I'm sure So, yeah.
And the man that asked the question.
I mean, I'm going with you guys on this one. I mean, probably I think most of us are looking at this, from a parenting perspective, and I agree. I'm a bit selfish, and like it would be hard having a kid, with a disability, like a severe disability that you would have to spend so much time. You feel like you would be spending so much time with that child that your genius level IQ kid that needs nurturing in a different way would lose out.
Or vice versa.
Yeah. Or like I said, the parent could just go and completely look at little Timmy the genius and forget their other kid even exists. So yeah, I would go 2 average.
Cool. I have a segue for this actually. I have a parenting question. So nice. I'm going to have Ro answer this first because I want a non-dad to answer this before the dad's answer. Okay. All right. So, Ro, imagine that you have a kid. Let's say 2 years in the future, you have a child. And this demon kidnaps your baby.
Whoa. Wait, a demon? Like a demon or like just...
Demon, I don't know, something that could make this happen.
Okay.
I'm going demon. You can pretend whatever. Alien, Russian dictator. I don't know.
It's very specific, actually.
Putin stealing our kid.
Someone took your kid.
Just say the name.
All right. Then they give you a choice. You can either nuke a city, or your kid can get slaughtered right there and then. What do you choose? The city that gets nuked, millions of people.
This is a very ethical question.
Yep.
What city?
We're sharing mics here. It's a city that you don't know anyone. It's a big city. It's a foreign. You don't know what the city is going to be. It's no one that you know there personally.
Does my child have siblings?
It's just your first child.
You're an asshole. If I'm being honest, oh man. If I'm being honest, the city. I would 100% get rid of the city. And the only reason that I say that is because I am a man who goes into the dark places of my mind and my heart. I know what I'm capable of. I've never done anything, just to be clear. But I know how dark it can get. And I know how selfish I can be. So if it's my flesh and blood, and I don't know who the fuck is over on the other side, they gotta go.
Interesting. All right, two broke dads. What are you guys doing?
All right. Yeah, I'm going to throw on this one. It's my flesh and blood. I mean, morally, that probably doesn't sound like the right thing. You know, one person versus 50,000 or whatever like that. But
I'm thinking like millions.
I don't care.
fuck them.
Fuck 'em.
Ernie?
He wants to kill Cassie. What you say?
Don't let your girlfriend listen to this episode. Okay, Ernie?
Do you kill your own kid?
Not only would I kill that city, I would watch it. Like this is like if I knew my baby was good, I'd carry my baby in my arms. Like, yep, there you go.
I would have him push the button for me.
See that red button? See that red button? You like pushing buttons? Go ahead and push that one right
Oh, it
there.
was an accident. Oh, no.
Oh no.
I really like this question. I don't hesitate. I press the button. I blow with the new. Like, it's not a question. It's like, as soon as you say child or, I'm like, whatever the or is, fuck that. What, like, my child comes first. And the reason why I asked this, Tom, you probably know a little bit why. The Last of Us question with Joel. You guys,
Haven't seen it.
basically, there was a decision whether or not, like, do you protect your own or do you protect the world? And when I played that game, initially I was very much protect the world. Like, that was my mindset. But having a kid changes that. It changes a lot of it. Like, no, like, I don't, like, it sounds bad. Not that I don't care about the world or other people, but, like, people die.
It's out of sight, out of mind. I don't know.
Like, you know, like, that city could have been nuked or blown up for whatever other reasons. Like, I care about my kid. I care about my own. And I couldn't give that up.
Yeah.
Selfish as much as it is, I think as a parent, I think you make that decision.
Yeah. So now, after that dark comment, should we light it up a little bit?
Let's do some fun ones.
No, man, let's go. I like where we're
Wait.
going.
We got Ernie. We got
Ernie, you got a dark one?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
Is it kid related?
So,
You murder Cassie.
in a heartbeat.
Yes.
All right. If you put yourself in like a Hunger Games scenario, we've all seen the Hunger Games, or no, let's go. Could you compete for $500 million, your family straight forever? Could you compete in a Hunger Games situation against your best friends? For all the marbles.
No.
Yes. Yes, I could. Yes, I could.
For financial security. So you take all of us in like he's a master hunter. Like you could take all us in this room and more, your best friends, all that. You could do it? Go for it? Shoot to kill?
Like, would I want to? No. Would I?
If I was forced?
If I was forced?
No, I'm not saying the force. I'm not even saying force. I will say force.
Not force.
That kind of, I shouldn't have said the Hunger Games scenario like that.
Okay.
But would you willingly enter that competition?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yes. But before I do it, I talk to my people and I say, here's the plan. So then we all get into it. We might have to kill some other people, but fuck them. We don't know those people. And
No,
then
this is all your friends. This is all your peers. It's
all my peers?
all
Then
your
no,
peers.
I'm out.
Okay.
I'm out.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Couldn't do it.
I mean, if it was like a non-fatal battle royale type of situation, oh yeah, I'd do that for fun.
All right, so I'm with you guys. All right, so me currently, no, I would not enter in to go in Hunger Games and kill all my friends. If I was a sociopath,
Well.
and I know generally in my friend group for most of the people, I would be able to kill most of them. Like, if I was a sociopath, I would say yes, because I feel like I have enough knowledge with firearms, that sort of thing like that, that I would be able, like, I don't know as much about you guys, but, like, my, like, big, core friend group that I've had forever, I can kill all of them. They're all...
This is the one I met in the D&D movie?
Oh, those guys. Yeah, those guys for sure. Yeah, those nerds would die right away. But even like my guys that I've been friends with for like 20 years, yeah, they know very little about
So like
firearms.
Top 15. You think you could outlast?
Yeah,
them all?
if I was a sociopath, I would say yes. Me, actually, I would say no.
Okay. All right, I have two follow-up questions.
Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah. Let the maniac say this one.
I wouldn't do it, but the only reason I brought this question up is because my own brother, which made me really think where anyone's heart is at. My mom asked this question to us, and he said he would do it.
Oh.
Wow.
He would take any one of our family members, any 15 of his best friends and family members, he'd go for it.
Wait, how much?
500 million.
500 million, or just any number that would make you financially secure
You'd be a
for
sad rich
generations.
person. I would hope he'd be a sad rich person.
For generational wealth, he said he would do
You
it.
just buy new friends at that point.
Essentially, he
All
said,
right.
"Yeah." He said, "I will take you, mom, auntie, and my 12 my peers. Let's go for it.
All right.
I take you all out."
I have two follow-ups, one for Ernie and one for the group. Ernie, bring that mic back. Would you do a battle royale if it was you and 12 other children?
All named Cassie.
Define children. Wait, what are we saying? Like 14, 15, 16 kind of?
Anything under 18.
Anything under 18? Wait, give me a range.
Okay, we'll just go like
0 to 17.
Let's go 3 to 10.
3 to 10.
Oh,
God
man.
Oh, hey, he has a heart. He's grimacing at the idea.
I would not do that. But
I would hope so.
if we were thinking like 16 to 18,
Where it's morally.
I mean, 500 mil, 500 M's. If I was 4, I wouldn't do it, but I would think about it. I'd have to sleep on it.
16 to 18, 500 mil. 1B, 1 billion, 3 to 10. Oh, man. You didn't say no.
It sucks because I know I could easily just kill them all. It wouldn't even be a fight. It wouldn't even be a fight. Like,
Hey,
I
if you watch Barry, there's one girl that you will not win. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I hate that in my mind. I said I would have to sleep on that at
That'd be
least.
hilarious, by the way. Ernie goes in like, "Oh, I got this," and meets the feral girl.
He choke her.
I don't know. I'm just saying I would have to sleep on it. That's bad enough.
I couldn't do it. Like, yeah, morally speaking, I couldn't do it. I mean, I barely do a whole lot for like money's very rarely a motivator for me in general.
That's good.
Wait.
So, oh yeah, I'd murder those kids.
I do have one more follow-up question for the group. Out of us 4, who wins
And what?
And what?
in a battle royale?
And we talking about hand to hand or just weapons? You talking about weapons?
Let's go. It's hand to hand, weapons scattered throughout wherever the arena, wherever we're fighting.
It's still Tom.
Well,
See-
what kind of weapons? We talking about handguns and like weapons, or like just like
Every type of weapon.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
But if we going hand to hand, y'all gonna have to see me.
Yeah.
see, I'm pretty confident I would be well,
Hand to hand, or just with like
just in general.
Okay.
See, I think I'd do okay in hand to hand because I know that I can't beat Ernie in a fair fight. So, Ernie would be the first one to go. He'd either be traps or it would be ambush. It would be when he's going to pick something up
I respect that.
and I come up behind him. I know my limits. You know, Ernie works out. He's a big dude. I don't work out.
That's respect.
You know, so I'm gonna use whatever options I have to silence the biggest threat first. So, be sneaking up and
That's it.
I'd have to work on my endurance.
yeah, I think that's probably the biggest one for all
Ernie
of us.
comes running, I'm like, well,
Okay.
shoot, I'm just not
I
gonna
like
run.
that. To add to that, what would be your guys' strategy if it was just? I guess us 4.
Is it
or
us
whatever.
4?
Mhm.
I don't want to reveal my secrets in case this ever happens to be a thing.
I'm not completing a row on this one.
Well, you already said you would set me up with a trap, which would probably work. to
I
be
would
honest.
set a trap for Ernie. I'll just set up a bunch of small children and wait for them to come.
That sounded so terrible. But okay. But okay.
You know, I didn't think about it before I said it. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
just playing. Strategy. It depends on the where we're at, honestly. Like if it's a giant open field, yeah, there's not much strategy. It's just kind of we're going at it.
Oh no, we gotta hunt each other. Say we're on an island, we had to hunt each other.
Yeah, I would definitely go. So my strategy would be like one, collect as much supplies, like very much like a straight up battle royale, get the advantage that I possibly can. I would try to find one of you, but not like directly. Definitely not directly go at one of you. I would definitely try to set up an ambush, especially if Tom's trying to hunt. So I'm assuming he's following. So I would definitely try to like have him try to pick up my trail and then lead him where I want to go.
I would like set like tracks and like various tracks around the fucking place, and you would have to like. I'm going to airborne first. I'm being in the trees.
You're going in the trees.
Yeah, I'm being in the trees. Like personally.
Yeah, I mean the ambush route would be probably the best, or I don't know. It really depends on the situation because it's like there's so many variables of like like the surroundings. But I'd definitely go with more of the intellect, strategic. Like I wouldn't go for a straight up fight, unless I would have the advantage. So maybe Tom and Roe in a straight up fight.
So I'm gonna try to scout out the island that we're in first, right? So I'm looking for water sources, food sources, that stuff like that. I'm going to set myself up there, and I'm going to go ghillie suit method, long rifle, ghillie suit, wait for you guys, and wait. And hopefully in that time, too, not only am I minimizing my risk by camouflaging really well, staying still, and hopefully trying to catch one of you guys with your pants down, but also this strategy with that waiting, then hopefully you guys are killing a couple of you. So Ro, Ernie, maybe Jake and Ernie run into each other, takes one of them out, and then when I know, or at least have a good idea that it's one-on-one, then I'll start moving. Then I'm going to start tracking.
That's how I would attack personally. I would more focus on surviving than hunting you guys.
Do you guys play Fortnite or anything but battle royale games?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I have played Fortnite, but not regularly.
I don't play like that much, but it's usually like my strategy is just like I'm gonna try to get as much resources as I can, and then chill and not like move a whole lot. Just kind of move area to area, stay low key. And if I see that there's one person, I'll take down the one person. But if there's a bunch of them, I kind of back out.
I mean, beyond that too, just from staying silent, and if it was a lot of people too. That's when I'm going to start playing mind games. That's when I'm like hanging bodies from trees and stuff like that. Pikes on, skulls, heads on pikes. So that, man, Ernie comes around the corner, Jesus Christ! There's like 3 dudes impaled on spikes, and then he's all flustered, making noise, and then, or "Pacow" from 250 yards out. I don't know.
Just casually know for like 250.
I mean, I've hit stuff at 300 yards. I've hit Madden-sized targets at 300 yards.
Can I just make the comment of like where we're going with this, like random questions?
All right. Does anyone got a? Okay, maybe we should lighten it up a little bit. All right.
Okay.
All right. So, we talked a little bit about this on the first video game episode, but I'm gonna broaden it out a little bit. If you guys had to pick one sci-fi/fantasy world, and it can be from books, it can be from TV shows, it can be from video games, it can be from movies, whatever, where would you want to live?
Oh god, I can finally answer this question because I heard it. Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I do
Dragon Ball Z. Hands fucking down. You can fly, you can shoot shit, you can just fight, and if you die, you can come back. One way or the other. You can scrap. Dragon Ball Z.
The light that lit up in your eye.
Ro's been waiting his entire life for that question.
Thank you.
Do you watch what's it called? The anime. It's an anime style. My friend Brandon was telling me about it. It starts with an I. I forget what it's called. It's where like you die and then you go into like your dream fantasy.
You're talking shows like what was it? like the slime show, like the time I was resurrected as a slime or whatever. Yeah,
Like a Suikai or something like that.
Yes, yeah, something like that. I love that. I watched that first season of the slime anime. It was hilarious because it's like he just morphed into a D&D game basically or whatever. So
yeah, we were talking about that in that episode, and like one of the new ones that's coming out is like the guy turns into a vending machine.
What?
He wanted to be a vending machine.
Okay.
So I think I answered this the same in the video game one, which is like Pokemon would be for me, but I don't know if would that count as sci-fi fantasy.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely Pokemon for me. I feel like Elder Scrolls would be interesting too. I always had that, like, where would I live in Skyrim? Like, where would I build my house? Like, what's the safest area? And I feel like the first, like, I think River Run seems like a safe area, peaceful, away from everyone.
I don't know why, but Mass Effect just popped in my head when you said that. I really like. I don't know. Either that or Elder Scrolls, to be honest. Just where I put my house, dragons flying everywhere and shit.
Before or after the Reapers?
Before.
Because like the downside of living in Mass Effect is
world-ending calamity.
Yeah, that happen. I mean, it happens every I think thousands or millions of years.
Yeah.
I hope like way before.
Yeah.
Or after.
Yeah.
You're like, dang it. Downside of living in Mass Effect. There's a mass extinction.
Well, yeah, but
besides that.
Besides
where do you live, by the way, in Mass Effect?
I don't know, just floating around.
You just float around.
I just want to mess with Ashley, man. I just want Ashley. That's all I want.
Why Ashley?
I don't know.
She's like the most racist character.
She was funny though.
Girl with the humor.
I killed her second playthrough.
Did you? Yeah, I did too. But I don't know why she was just. I don't know. She was a bitch, and I liked it. I don't know why. I don't know why I liked it.
Ernie's got a type.
I'd probably say I don't know. Go ahead. Yeah.
This has nothing to do with anything, but going back to Tom's episode on here, how the fuck have y'all never seen Starship Troopers?
I know, right?
Yeah.
What the hell?
That's a callback.
Yeah.
Just never have.
What the? Especially you.
Never have. No.
Not as cultured as some people.
You uncultured swine.
I knew that was coming.
All right. I would easily go. Tolkien's Middle Earth, Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is such a cool, like, just fantasy world. And I mean, like, you could be like a hobbit and live in peace for your entire life. Or, if there is something that you want to adventure, you could become a ranger. But it's also got that, high fantasy magic and stuff like that. So it's this world where, like, pantheon of gods is real, magic is real. There's a mostly a common enemy for most of the humanoid races out there. And, like, I could be whatever, you could also be something other than human. You could be a dwarf, you could be an elf. It'd be something cool. Like, if you could experience a bunch of different lives there.
Like reincarnated.
Yeah. You could experience it from a lot of different perspectives. And so you could have many different, like, fulfilling lives for different reasons.
Man, I would just want to be a hobbit.
Yeah, I know. Like,
I love breakfast, and I would love to have 2 breakfasts. Like,
what is it we got? I think they got 6 meals. So, yeah, breakfast, second breakfast, 11 Z's, lunch, afternoon tea, dinner, supper.
It just sounds like a great time.
So I actually watched a video about hobbits, and they broke it down into, like, anatomical. So most small creatures, like mice and stuff like that, have to eat much more often just than a larger creature, because larger creatures can just consume more. So they like actually went into, like, biology and anatomy to explain why hobbits eat 6 times a day.
Okay.
It's a pretty fun video.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you have a tiny stomach, you can't eat as much, so you have to eat more often.
Yep.
Yeah, that just sounds great.
So they're not being greedy.
No, like they actually, yeah, like they physically need to eat that much, and that's why most hobbits aren't fat. You know, you'd think that eating 6 meals a day, all the time, would make you big.
All right, you guys have another question? Does anyone like have one popping, or can I jump in here?
Yeah.
All right, I got a nerdy one for you guys. Which superhero would improve the real world? Which superhero would improve the world the most if they were real?
Improve it?
Improve it. Everyone is thinking.
Billy Butcher. Everyone needs Billy Butcher in their life.
What would Billy Butcher do though? There's no soups to hunt.
He's gonna kill the crappy people. I feel like so if there's no soups for Billy Butcher to take care of, he's gonna take care of other scum.
I hope so.
Either that or the Punisher. Punisher would be the same thing.
Punisher would be a good one.
I want somebody that can be outside of the law, so that these creeps that get away with shit can't get away with stuff.
Okay. So you're going very vigilante.
Yeah, I would go vigilante. So yeah, a Billy Butcher.
Okay.
A Punisher.
Honestly, this just killed my heart to say this. Spider-Man.
Ooh, okay. Why Spider-Man? It's actually really surprising to hear that from you.
I think he has the best heart, and his heart's most genuine and believable. I think he would actually do good.
Is there crime for him to stop though?
You know, like
who is he saving?
the common folk, like the neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think he would like genuinely like.
So this is where Homecoming is very like relevant, because like the first like 30 minutes of the film, he's just like trying to save random
Common folk.
Yeah, like hey, this bicycle got stolen, and he's like, whose bicycle is this?
Yeah, exactly. I think he would like genuinely do that, and
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I don't know if he'd improve the world the most though. That'd be my counter to that. I feel like his impact would be small.
But I mean, like, I think if you, okay, fair. Yeah.
All right, Ro.
This is a tough question. I don't know.
Go.
I'd say Captain America. That's the only thing I can really think of. He couldn't do it alone, of course, but I feel like he's just got a good heart, and he'd have the smarts to figure out how to do it. So I remember I watched a video a long time ago, and it talked about how there was once a crossover between Marvel and DC.
Yep.
And it was said that they would have Captain America as leader for like all the superheroes. So I'm like, well, if he can do that, shit.
Yeah, I agree. All right, my answer might surprise you guys a little bit, and also I feel like it makes sense. I'm picking Iron Man. He's the richest out of all of them.
He's got the money.
He's got the money. He also, for the most part, if he goes through his actual arc or a similar arc where he's not like a rich asshole and he's the hero that he is in the comics or in the MCU, he would have like a willingness to actually help with the world. And I feel like he would donate he'd either donate or create a lot of different systems for the world and improve it. Like, think of like a less shittier Elon Musk. And except he flies around in an Iron Man costume. That or Oliver Queen. Same reason, money. He's in the position of power.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, like, there's not a whole lot of villains for people to fight. Like, if you get superpowers, who are you fighting?
So we find like genuine real world like our stuff.
Yeah,
kind of
it's our
fights?
world. Who
Our
would
world
improve
fights?
our world the most? That's why I'm like, Spider-Man's like.
Okay, then yeah, I'd probably actually I'd go probably. Like, Iron Man.
Also, I don't think Batman or Bruce Wayne would help at all. No, like Batman's like one of the most inefficient like superheroes in my opinion. Like he fights in the street, but they always come back, right? He has all this money, but he doesn't really put a whole lot of like. There's a lot of stories where he like donates and tries to change the city, but the city's always like corrupt as the same. Like he's very inefficient as a hero. That's my opinion on it. All right. We gotta say a couple more questions. Call it good. All right. Anyone got a really good one?
How's everybody's mental health? Okay, that's it.
Everyone's mental health.
Okay.
If it's not, you can always tune into the Symposium podcast. We upload every Thursday.
All three of us have been a guest. Hey, way to finally plug it in, by the way.
Yeah, it's
I didn't even do it myself. Like you plugged in. You know, this is a big moment for him. Let's all give him a clap. He's actually plugging his podcast.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
How's your mental health?
It's okay.
Just okay?
Yeah.
What can make it better?
Money.
Money. That's the truth. We have two broke
As-
dads. We have one guy going crypto. And
I hate how real that is. Like, money could solve literally like 95% of my problems. Yeah. And my mental health.
I hate the whole like money can't buy happiness. It's like no, money just like takes care of a lot of crap.
saying. Money can completely buy.
Money makes the stress go away. You give me
Yeah,
$1 million, I'm gonna be set for like. I get to reset a little bit.
Yeah.
Tom,
What? My mental health? We still on that one? A lot better now. I mean, granted, it was only like a week that we actually had sunlight, because now it's almost May and there's snow falling.
no, hold on. The snow has melted, everyone.
Yeah.
There was snow on the ground this morning. It is gone from my window.
But yeah, now that we actually get out there, get some little vitamin D, stuff like that.
I think it's supposed to snow next week, though.
Yeah, shut up.
I'm just.
No one wants your truth.
But yeah,
Let us pretend that we're gonna get some sunlight.
Where you live?
yeah, it's Minnesota.
Okay, we're in late April. It's getting ridiculous.
I know. Usually it's not.
Usually it snows a little bit.
Yeah, like once usually, but not almost May and it's still looking like winter, feeling like winter.
This is a very Minnesotan question. We always complain about every winter that comes up. This is probably one of the worst ones. But what's really stopping you from moving to a warmer climate?
Well, all my kids are here.
Sure. They can move.
Yeah, family.
Sure.
I mean, I lived in Illinois for a year. It's actually when I lived in Illinois, there was a blizzard every weekend in April. It was worse up here because there was a blizzard up here and a blizzard in Illinois. But the difference was it melted like immediately,
So nice.
and I never really got below 20. I think the one week that it got like below 10 to like 0 negative weather, I was in Korea where it was like 30 degrees. So I never wore a jacket. That being said, I didn't wear a jacket this winter at all either.
Neither did I.
Just went sweatshirt. But yeah, more family. It's where my parents live. It's where my family. It's where my friends live. If I had to move, it'd be Oregon or Washington.
That's interesting. Okay.
Good state.
It's beautiful.
My brother lives in Portland. My sister lives in Seattle. Don't move to those cesspools.
Oh,
No. Portland's terrible.
is it?
Oh my God. Yeah, there is a major homeless crisis in Portland right now.
Yeah.
Like massive. Like there are just tent cities and shit. Like they really laxed the drug laws a lot, thinking that this will stop crime a little bit more. But there's like openly people like shooting heroin up on city buses and like out in front of stores on the street. Like it's really depressing. But yeah,
I've been there twice and I haven't really seen it, but that was like 5-6 years ago.
yeah, it's more recent that the homeless problem has started.
Well, the housing crisis just like took off in those cities too.
Yeah. So one of the other things too that was kind of crazy and a unwanted side effect of kind of like laxing those drug laws was that people like homeless people started moving to Portland so that they could do drugs without getting in trouble. Like I remember watching interviews and they're like, talking to some guy from, like out east, and he's like, yeah, I moved here because, I'm not going to get in trouble for, shooting up, doing some fentanyl, whatever. But yeah, it's crazy. My brother lives out there and he tells me quite a bit about it. And he's even like mega liberal too. So he like,
Yeah.
if he's saying that, yeah, it's not the greatest right now, but
Why? Maybe this was answered already, why are the laws been so relaxed when it comes to drug usage?
I don't know exactly. I think without getting into politics or anything like that, but like Portland's a very liberal city, and I don't know if their initial intentions were to kind of reduce the. It doesn't really make sense to me why they did it, but like reducing the load on the prison system and things like that, and yeah, it's basically reasons like that. I don't know exactly why.
Okay.
There's a lot of research that shows that like if you decriminalize drugs, that it helps overall with the drug problem.
But
I don't really know like the situation in Portland. I haven't really looked into it, but I mean like there's definitely, if you don't handle it a certain way, then there's other side effects that come with it.
yeah, I think that was the idea behind it. That
Yeah, it probably doesn't help that like with the housing crisis now with inflation, and then the influx of homeless people going to Portland, going to Seattle. It probably doesn't help. I have a very interesting Portland story though. So the second time I ever went to Portland, have you been to Portland, Tom?
I have not.
Have you guys ever heard of Voodoo Donuts?
Yeah.
Okay, so Voodoo Donuts is like this really, basically you can put anything on a donut topping. And I had it, I've been to Portland twice, I've been to Oregon twice, and I had it in Eugene, Oregon once. The next year, this is after my wedding, it was during the honeymoon. We went to a wedding right after our wedding in Oregon, and then we were driving up to Seattle to go on a cruise. And so we stopped in Portland. And as we were driving to Portland, we wanted to go get some Voodoo Donuts. And when we were in Portland, it's during Pride Week, and there was a bunch of like people going all over the place. Basically, we couldn't really get anywhere. There was this giant parade that was happening, and we're like, okay, well, let's go park, and we'll walk, right? So we go park, we walk down the street, and it's just busy. We don't know what's going on, no idea. And as we were walking, we found that, oh, hey, we have to go across this parade to get to Voodoo Donuts. And as we were walking, we see two naked people on a bike.
Okay.
And there's a dude and a girl. And we're like, oh, okay. Like, just straight up naked. Just those two. Everyone else is walking down the street. And we're walking down. Walk like 3 or 4 blocks. And we're like, all right, Voodoo Donuts is like 2 blocks, take a right 2 blocks down. And we look and we have to cross this parade. As we get to this parade, we notice every single person in this parade is naked on a bike.
There it is.
And I have
know
never
about that one. Yeah, I've heard about that. My brother told me about that.
Yeah, the naked bike.
The
parade.
naked ride or whatever it's called.
And I'm like, I've never seen so many boobs, so many
many wieners,
so many boobs, and I was so overwhelmed. I'm like, am I turned on or I don't know what's going on. I'm like,
do a pat check real quick.
I'm like this is So we had to cross this parade, get in line with Voodoo Donuts, and we were just watching. And in the background, as I'm waiting in line to get my M&M donut, or no, it's the Marshall Mathers donut. It's just M&Ms on a donut.
Beautiful.
And as I was looking, just watching this parade in the background, the famous Portland mural, "Keep Portland Weird." I'm like, this is just perfect.
Very accurate. Yeah, that's spot on.
So yeah, never seen so many naked people. And that is my Portland story.
Yeah, Portland in a nutshell.
So I would live in Portland, but the housing crisis is not great.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive out there too.
I couldn't afford to live in Portland.
Yeah, right. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, it's expensive to live out there.
I think this is one of the cheaper cities to live in, and I'm freaking poor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna do one more question. I don't really have a fun question.
I don't know. I'm gonna see if I got any.
All right, I'll just do. What's a scarier thought? Humans being the peak life forms in the universe, or knowing that there are other peak life forms, like aliens that are more equipped?
What's a scarier thought?
What's a scarier thought?
That we're the only ones. That's fucking terrifying. The universe is just way too big, and I'm not gonna get into conspiracies or anything like that, but just even seeing some of the planets that are out there, you have to wonder we can't be the only ones.
I agree. It's a scary thought thinking we'd be the only ones in this universe.
Okay, I'll let you finish.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, there's just no way. Like, there's no. You see how kind of planets. We spotted water on other planets. You know, thinking of us being the only life forms in the world, that's lonely.
It's lonely as
That's
fuck.
very fucking lonely.
I honestly think it's scarier that there's other life forms that are just like us, but like advanced. Simply because what do humans do to other life forms?
Destroy them.
Kill them.
Destroy, conquer, we take over. What are we doing to our planet right now? Destroying, take over. Like if we meet another life form that's like more advanced than us, that is just like us, we're kind of fucked.
Yeah, just for the sole fact that in order for them to get here, that automatically means that they're more advanced than we are.
Yeah.
Because we don't have the technology to, at least right now, to set foot on planets even in our solar system. So that means if we're talking about the vastness of space, like they have to have some real next level technology to get to our planet.
Like a mass relay or something.
Exactly.
That's a Mass Effect reference for anyone who didn't know.
See, I feel like also that the universe is so expansive that even if there was life forms, we could all be just completely oblivious. Be oblivious. So, do I think there's like other intelligent life forms out there? Yes, because we're talking millions and millions of stars.
Statistically, there has to be.
Yeah, statistically, there's no way that we are the only one. It's so astronomically small.
Yeah.
Am I? Yeah, it freaks me out more thinking that we would be the only ones because again, we're so spread out. And if there was things, the chances of them actually coming to Earth and taking us over, I feel like are very small as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. If they did decide, at least I would get my I would get my fantasy of the way I want to go out. I want to be standing on top of a hill, while like all the bug creatures are swarming up it with the heavy machine gun, yelling "Get some!" and then I get swarmed, and then right at the end when I'm like in amongst
You
them.
mentioned this before. This is a callback.
I did.
Yeah.
And then
Callback.
and then right as they're all swarming on top of me, I just pull a bandolier of like 12 grenades and
I hope if there's other life forms, it's a Mass Effect type of situation where like, hey, come, we'll invite you. We'll go to the Citadel. We'll teach you all these new alien races. Like, I'd hope that would be the situation.
yeah, I think a lot of people always speculated that it's one of two ways. One, they're there to invite us into a culture
Yep.
or some organization, or they're conquerors.
All right. Follow-up question: if you are an alien species, do you invite humans in part of your culture?
Wait. Sorry. Have you guys ever thought about yourselves as aliens? Like, if you think of the human species, I know that's a weird question, but can we think about this for a second? Think about how a baby is made, right? And just what's in a man and a woman's body. It takes 9 months to make this little motherfucker, and then it comes out. Like, that's a weird process. And then we celebrate it every year. Happy birthday. Just saying.
It is my birthday.
Oh yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jake.
The funeral of my youth. I mean, there.
Happy funeral.
I mean, like, there's like rumors, or not rumors, but there's like the conspiracy theory that we're actually aliens and like we were from Mars, where we're Martians,
I don't think
and we
like
destroyed
that, but-
we destroyed Mars and we went over to Earth. I mean, there's that whole.
Yeah.
But then evolution kind of like counters that theory. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Mars is still technically in like what do they call it? It's not the green zone, but there's the zone. It's basically like the habitable life zone of a solar system, where like when you're close to like where Mercury and Venus are, it's uninhabitable because it's too hot and hostile. But then you get any further out than Mars, then it's also inhabitable because it's too far away from the sun. Yeah, I mean, I really want to know how like they made pyramids and stuff like that. There's a lot of research that goes into this, and like our pyramids. Like, I lend a little bit of credence to. I mean, unless they just had countless people and untold millions of man hours, how do they do that?
I mean, they did have free labor.
They did, but even with that,
Yeah.
I got a video I gotta share with you on how they built the pyramids. But to add a funny thing to the pyramids, there's a Eddie Griffin video. So what they did for the pyramids, I'm not gonna get into it. It's too much.
Hey,
I had to get what you mean.
you just blue balled me, Ernie.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Ernie, I'm gonna
That's too many thoughts.
Ernie, I'm gonna tease you and then pull away.
He gave us just the tip of the
Too many
story.
thoughts to get to. I'm gonna share a video with you later. Too many thoughts to
Ernie,
get
just
to.
a tip, Gardner.
I haven't gambled way too many times.
Okay.
I don't got that energy.
Well, let's follow this up with a fun question. Does anyone have a fun question we can end this on?
I have a different definition of fun. I got maybe a fun question.
I'm scared.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. Go for it.
This will be my last one. Kind of to piggyback what he said. I know he knows my way of how I want to go out and die. And I know his way of going out and die. What would be your two's version of if you could go out to die? What would it be? I'll give you an example because he got the whole bug thing with the grenades. Everyone dies.
I mean,
Mine is. I think you've heard it.
yeah. We talked just.
Yeah. So I guess it's on you then. Maybe.
Well, we'll share. I'll go first. I think for me it'd be kind of like just in the arms of like the person you love, or in a sexual position. One of the two. One of the two. That's usually my answer. But I'm like, you know what? It'd be nice to just like be laying there peacefully and just like you just drift into space.
Oh, that's precious. What sexual position would it be?
Let's get to this shit.
Man, I'm hoping I'm old and I don't want to do a whole lot of work, so I'm just gonna lay there.
Okay.
All I'm thinking about right now is Tyrion Lannister's line about how he wants to die. Game of Thrones. You guys remember that one? I don't know if that's
Yeah, I do.
probably too mature for this podcast. We don't want to get banned, but yeah.
I'll put the E on for explicit.
Oh, okay. He wants to die with a belly full of wine and a woman's mouth around his wang. That's how he said he wanted to go. Warm in his bed.
You know, yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I mean, when you like said that line, I'm like, you know, samesies, something like that. All right, Ro.
Like anyway,
Yeah.
I've never said this out loud. I want to be an old man. I want to have a fulfilled life, and I want to be on a beach. It's like 11:30 in the morning. I've been out here for a while, and I'm just reflecting on my life, how far I've come, and I finally just say like I lived a good life. I worked hard. I did what I needed to do. I've made some wonderful relationships. Like I lived life to the fullest, like the best of my capability. And as soon as it hits noon, I die. Like I just fall asleep, and that's it.
Poetic. I like that.
You know, I was actually like imagining like an Obi-Wan like moment or a Luke Skywalker moment where you just fade into existence and you just leave your clothes there.
That'd be something. But no, I just want to fall asleep and be like, yeah, I did it.
Okay.
All right, follow-up questions for you guys. Would you want to be a ghost? I know that we had the last one, but I'm curious. Like, would you want to move on to the afterlife, or would you want to like ghost around a little bit?
Say that one more time.
Like, okay, so let's say we all lived our dream death scenario, right? Do you want to move on to the next life, or do you want to ghost around a little bit before we're moving on?
I'm gonna go to the next life because the next life is Dragon Ball Z.
He's got to meet King.
Talk about, man.
He's got to go down the Snake Way and meet King Kai.
See?
Just don't fall off.
Don't waste my fucking time.
Don't fall off, bro. You know where you go.
I'm ghosting around a little bit. I'm messing with some people.
That'd be kind of fun. Well, it depends on what kind of afterlife. If there's something that I can just omnificently, yeah, where you see everything. Like if I could look into a wishing pool and like see how my family's doing, then I guess I wouldn't have a need to float around.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but if we're talking like Valhalla, I mean, I probably want to go there right away.
It's fair.
I mean, we're just meat and beer and partying all day long. I feel like if I was overtaken by aliens, I'd have to go to Valhalla.
It is a warrior's death.
Yeah.
I guess my biggest fear is just like I don't want to be like crippled and ruined and like can't take a dump by myself and
Yeah.
like that's my biggest fear, like just going out miserably.
Yeah.
But maybe that's why I have my pipe dream fantasies of killing bugs. But I think like a more realistic one that I think we talked about before is I want to go, if I hit like old, I'm going to go out in the Serengeti with a knife and I'm going to hunt me a lion. And if nature sees fit that I live, then I keep living. Otherwise, I go to the circle of life and feed the lions.
And this is how Tom becomes Craven the Hunter.
Yep.
All right, Ernie, send us off.
I just want to go to the afterlife. I might ghost around for a little bit. I would haunt some people. That's
How would
definitely
you
it.
not mess with you?
Huh?
How would you not mess with people?
That'd be too fun.
I'd mess with my kids.
Yeah, I do fun stuff though. I wouldn't do like demonic stuff or anything. It'd be fun stuff.
You sure? I can see you haunting some kids.
There's some kids I would definitely haunt for sure. But it would still be playful. I would just like knock stuff off. I wouldn't like,
Poltergeist.
yeah.
Throw people down the stairs.
No, I wouldn't do all that.
All right. This is actually a somber question. How would you like to die? Well, actually, no, it's very fitting for my funeral.
Yeah, it is your funeral, Jay.
It is my funeral.
Happy funeral,
It
man.
is the funeral of my youth, my 30th birthday. It's April 22nd, 2023. It's also Earth Day. We're going to finish up here on Don't Evolve Me, and this will be dropped sometime in May, right before Guardians of the Galaxy. So, yeah, thanks for joining us on this random question episode, as well as the Guardians of the Galaxy preview. See you guys next time.